So here we are. We're now entering the tavern for quest number 4. And we want to talk to this guy right here. This is mostly a tank and spank. They're going to appear at different parts of the room. And what I'm going to do at this point is...
Your waiting bears fruit. This must be the Collaborator stepping in from the dark.
We're going to go over, we're going to talk to him. There's our stairs. They're going to appear over behind here, appear here, and in the back corner over there. I like to get up and take center stage. That allows me a full 360 of the room. No one hides in the back corner.
Your stalwart defense gives the Sahagin pause, but you hear more of them gathering outside for a final assault. You notice a small chest hidden behind the bar.
Do not pick up the chest until he says that. Otherwise, it can mess up the game, and you won't be able to complete the quest. But once he says it's behind the bar, you can pick it up, and then your next wave comes in. See, I'm using the Celestial now, basically as my aggro in my tank.
You have weathered the Southwagin storm. Now, after that traitorous Jacoby Drexel hand, he must have fled into the cellar.
Here we go into the cellar.
Drexelhand isn't here. However, webbed footprints on the ground betray the location of a secret passage. Backtracking them may reveal the way to open that passage.
See the tracks? I come to here. Search. I do my search.
The chamber beyond the secret passage looks ancient, predating Karthos village.
You will not find any encounters here, usually. There is an untrapped chest. Once you've got those, before you continue on, check your inventory and see if there is... See, the quarterstaff does base damage of 683. It's also a spellcasting implement, which gives me additional power and so on. You'll notice when I replace that, it automatically replaces it down here. Here, both of these are a armor check penalty of 1 and 2 with a spell failure of 2. But this gives me a higher dex bonus for my armor class. So for now, I'm going to put that on. It's not the best, but again, this is starter equipment, cannot be traded, sold, or whatever, so I'm just going to get rid of it, clean out my inventory. Now that I've got some better armor on and stuff, I'm going to move on down, and we're going to open the door. track of me along the map here. This is fairly straightforward. Soft and squishy. I do not want to engage if at all possible. At this point we have here. Now the thing is, my celestial dog summon will, after about 5 minutes, he will disappear. Huh, that won't give me a proficiency with my equipment. Which one is... Oh, that's the armor that I'm wearing. First thing I'm going to do is collect my chest. See if I can replace that armor. Negative, but I got some boots. They won't really do me much good, but they're better than nothing. Alright. Now what I'm going to do to save my mana or spell points is, for this last bit of the run, I'm going to resummon the dog. See, that uses my spell points. But what I'm going to do at this point now is I'm now going to rest to rebuild my health, and it will flush this out. So I can go into the next part fully healed and with full spell points. If I had rested and then summoned the dog, I would have lost points. So that's a way that you can, when you're doing rest and so on, to keep yourself topped off as a spellcaster or whatever, if you have those spell or mana points. Helps
there.
if you get close.
That weaselly Drexelhand has nowhere left to run. Finish the job. Drexelhand is siding with the Sahwagi for safety.
Alright, we finished those. Here is our end chest. Once again, we want to check. Alright, we have a belt of tumble. Nope, it does us no good, so we're going to sell that. You'll notice here, this is showing that I have no proficiency. And if you look, the little same exclamation, it will show you whichever ones is causing the conflict, which is fairly nice. We are now level 2. And once again, the thing that really bugs me is they never really put much of anything in here for warlocks. You'll find a lot of stuff for the bash and smash, the healers, and so on. But your spellcasters is very minimum drops and availability. And then warlocks is almost not. A warlock is like they dealt with a total size. It's just, this is an idea, let's throw it out there, and then you basically got to work your way around it. It's another reason. It's a little bit more challenging to gear and to play. And so I like that challenge, which is another reason why I use it. You'll notice this has a little exclamation, so all of these are of no use to me. And the rapier is really of no use. Let's see what the ring does. It gives me additional spell points. So we're going to take the ring.
Your victories have made the village much safer, but only temporarily. It's time to take the fight to the Sahuagin, out in the wilds of Karthos Island.
Now, that concludes this particular series of quests. It has now, when you finish this one, it opens up your ability to go out into the wilds. All right. Do not take this quest. If you take this quest, to complete it, you've got to go to the DDO store and buy items. And there's really no sense for it. I don't know. And you can't delete it or cancel it once you take it, and it's always there blogging up your stuff. I do not know why they did that. Now, we go back outside, and we go back to our center point. And that concludes this quest. At this point, I could go back and do all of the quests again on hard mode and then on elite mode. But at this point, it's not that big of a thing. I'm already level 2. When I go outside into the wild, it's going to be level 2. And I would come back and do another round to level up another level, if and only if I found I was having difficulties for the next series of quests. So you do have that option. So let's move on.